All right, should you run ads on Facebook or TikTok? This is my honest advice. And no, I don't have a freaking TikTok ad credit link for you to use. That is why most gurus in this space are telling you to run ads on TikTok when they don't even have active stores on TikTok. They're just using the ad credit link. I don't have that. So this is my honest opinion on this topic. Let's jump right into it. All right, let me put my face over here, make this smaller. Okay, so first of all, guys, who am I? If you are new to my channel, my name is Leighton Schwenning. I've been in e-commerce for 6 years. I've done over 1.5 million with Shopify dropshipping in the past 12 months. I've done over 500K on TikTok, and I've done over 800K on Facebook in the past 12 months. And I don't gatekeep. If you guys are new to my channel, I suggest you guys watch all of my videos. I post every single day. In the month of January, I posted literally 30 something videos. So go check it out. I don't gatekeep. I don't edit my videos. It's all raw content. I am not a YouTuber. I am simply a Shopify dropshipper providing you guys with my day-to-day problems, showing you guys what I do. That is it. Okay, so let's jump into this video. So what are we going to talk about? Simple, simple, simple. Pros and cons. Pros of TikTok, cons of TikTok, pros of Facebook, and cons of Facebook. Okay. So, pros of TikTok. I have these animations. Okay. So, pros of TikTok, it's very easy to set up and circumvent. You know, if you get banned, you can just make a new account like that. Super easy. You know, there's less worry about getting banned. There's also just less moving parts. So, yeah, less moving parts. There's no page, right? There's no, like, it's much more simple than Facebook, like, as far as, like, BMs, page, pixels, all that. It's just a little bit easier on TikTok. This could be a pro or a con, but I would say it's a pro. You know, when you think about TikTok, you think about the younger demographic. Doesn't mean there's not older people on TikTok, but certain products work better on TikTok, and if you understand that, you can definitely use that to your advantage. Now, others might consider it a con, and I kind of agree on both sides there, but it is definitely a younger product market fit. And yeah, I mean, it's going to be cheaper than Facebook. Not like you're not going to notice it too much, but if you break down the CPCs and CPMs, you are getting cheaper traffic. I don't really care about it too much. It doesn't really matter to me. You know, if that's something that you care about a lot, then maybe advertise on TikTok. But by the end of this video, I think you're going to understand. You're going to have a good judgment on TikTok and Facebook. And I have noticed faster scaling on TikTok. You know, you can surf scale very, very aggressively without, worried about getting banned. And I mean, it's pretty easy to surf scale on TikTok. Not saying it's hard on Facebook, but the way I scale on TikTok is a lot different than Facebook. I can scale up very, very quickly on TikTok. Now, it might not last as long as Facebook scaling, but hey, you can push some crazy numbers very, very quickly with TikTok. I know you guys have all heard about like the surf scaling method, bid ladders, stuff like that. They all work. Okay, so let's talk about the cons of TikTok. This is the number one con that every single person is going to face, and is usually the downfall of your guys' stores and the downfalls of your guys' products, and it's creative fatigue. Creatives die out weekly. You need to incorporate new creatives basically every single week, maybe even faster than that. And this what is ultimately leads to the death of your store. And obviously, you can combat that by pumping creatives, but that's not always fun to do, and it's always challenging to find winning creatives. And I think every single advertiser on TikTok encounters creative fatigue, so be careful. And TikTok is very, very, very inconsistent, partly because, let me just pull all these real quick. It's very inconsistent, partly because campaigns don't optimize and they actually die out. So to get things consistent, you're not betting or hoping that a campaign is consistent. You're actually launching new campaigns every single night, kind of just spinning a lottery wheel, turning off the bad ad groups, turning off the bad campaigns. And it's just not optimal. It kind of goes against advertising and hoping, machine learning learns and gets better over time. And because of this, it's very, very inconsistent, which leads to the next point, is your time management. To get TikTok consistent, which I've done before, you have to be in the ad account all day, turning things off, turning things on, scaling budgets, scaling down budgets, every 30 to 45 minutes. Now you can pay someone to do this, or you can try to set up automatic rules. That's fine too, but the managing of the TikTok ads manager is completely different than Facebook. And this is what causes inconsistencies. And I don't know about you guys, but when I'm running ads, I want consistent results. I want efficient marketing. And I've been able to do that more so with Facebook compared to TikTok. And yeah, campaigns just don't optimize. They simply die out. And you actually don't even need a freaking pixel. People talk about that all the time, running ads without a pixel. Like nothing tracks. Like that's absurd that a pixel doesn't make a difference when you're running ads. Like it should learn from your customers. It should be learning from your clicks on your ads and clicks on your website. And TikTok is yet to optimize every single day. When I was scaling on TikTok, the way I scaled is I had to launch new campaigns literally every single night. Doesn't matter if my campaign had a 3 ROAS or a 4 ROAS the day before. Doesn't matter. I turned it off at midnight and relaunched, because 9 out of 10 times those campaigns that did well, they ended up dying out on day 2. I've never seen them go longer than day 2. By day 3, they were just awful. They were burning money. So no matter how well my campaigns did, I always had to relaunch them. That's not a fun way to depend on an ad platform when you have to kill things that work and relaunch and hope they work again and turn them off if they don't work and scale them when they do work, because you only have a short amount of time until they die off again. It was just terrible. And this is why a lot of big brands aren't on TikTok, or if they are, majority of their spend is elsewhere with Facebook or Google. And I know it sounds like I'm shitting on TikTok, guys, and to be honest, I kind of am, just because I want the best success for you guys. I don't have any affiliates with Facebook. I can't this doesn't help me at all getting you guys on Facebook. But it is so much easier to run ads on Facebook, and we'll talk about that in a sec. So yeah, the pros of Facebook. I honestly don't believe in creative fatigue. You guys can flame me in the comments. I just don't think it exists. I've been currently running my only winning ad right now, my number one winning ad, for over 8 months now. Same ad on Facebook. No creative fatigue. If anything, it's been getting better, right? January was slow after Q4. Q4 was great. And now things are picking back up again. Same ad. And I've talked to someone before who has spent $1 million on an ad per day. Let me say that again. He was running an ad, spent $1 million on that ad per day with Facebook. And that's only then is when he realized and saw some creative fatigue. $1 million a day. I mean, that's absolutely absurd, and therefore I don't believe in creative fatigue, honestly. If anything, you need to focus on improving your conversion rate on your store, but the creative itself, I just haven't seen creative fatigue. So yeah, I'll go ahead and say that. And campaigns optimize. My campaigns on day 1 aren't usually the best. I can expect sales on day 1, but by day 2, day 3, it gets better and better over time, because we're utilizing Facebook's machine learning and AI. Facebook has been around for a long time. Their machine learning, their algorithm, their AI is very, very powerful, and we're using that for our advantage in 2024. We're letting things optimize. We're letting things get better over time. Whereas TikTok, you have to turn everything off and relaunch every single night. You don't even need a pixel, right? They're almost complete opposites. And until TikTok actually gets better over time, why would I use it? So, and like I said, in TikTok, you need to be in an ad account every 30 to 45 minutes. At Facebook, I can manage my ad account, my students' ad accounts, my clients' ad accounts, all under an hour a day. An hour a day inside the ad account. You can utilize automatic rules. You have way less campaigns. It's all CBO. There's very little ad groups. The budget's all on the campaign level. Right? It is very, very easy to manage. Now, what does this do? It lets you spend more time on the actual business, not doing the media buying. What does that mean? You can focus on getting new creatives. You can focus on improving your store. You can focus on communication with your suppliers, with creators, with your VAs, whatever. Literally anything away from your ad account. which is huge, right? You can spend time on the bottom line of the business and improving the bottom line of your business, not just, surf scaling campaigns and turning things off and hoping that your campaign performs well that day. So your time shifts from a media buyer to the actual business owner, which all of you guys watching this are, right? You're not a media buyer. Part of your time is being a media buyer, but the other time is running the entire business, which you need to focus on. And yeah, Facebook is just much more consistent. Like I said, campaigns get better over time. Because of this, I can predict that, like the next day is going to be better than the day before, or similar to the day before, right? Whereas TikTok, it's kind of random, very, very inconsistent. Doesn't mean you can make it consistent. It's just a lot more work to make it consistent. And overall, I've seen so much more consistencies when you have something that works with Facebook. Okay. And yeah, every single big D2C brand, direct-to-consumer brand, is using Facebook. If that's not like a sign to get on Facebook, then I don't know what is. As a Shopify dropshipper, we look up to D2C brands. We study their stores, we study their ads, and they're always running ads on Facebook and Google. They might be on TikTok too, but most of them are on Facebook and Google. All of them are on Facebook and Google. Some of them are also on TikTok, right? That's just like another channel for them to advertise on. But majority of their spend is on Facebook. And then Google, obviously, as well. So, we're looking up to like the big stores. We want to follow them and learn from them. Oh, that's funny. Okay, so cons of Facebook. Yes, it is more expensive. You're going to have more expensive traffic. It doesn't really matter too much. It's just how it is. It's just, higher CPMs, a little bit higher CPCs, but, very minimal stuff. So there's higher barrier of entry, right? So, getting started, if you never had an ad account before, you could get banned if you're not following the policies. They can ban you for no reason. And usually you can just request a review, upload your ID, or confirm your debit card or credit card, and you're good to go. But as long as you play by the rules, it's fine. You might need an agency account, and if you work with me in my inner circle, you get access to agency accounts, and avoid bans and problems that occur like that. But for the most part, once you get it going, it's pretty smooth sailing, and there's always ways to circumvent if needed. It's just a little bit harder and more difficult than TikTok. So the cons of Facebook as well is like you need to let your campaigns optimize. I said this before, like day one of your campaign might not perform that well. You need to let it spend for 2 to 3 days. So I recommend choosing a lower budget to run your campaign and let it run for longer, rather than a high budget on day one and only letting it run for like 12 hours. That's not going to do you any good. You need to let things run for 2 to 3 days. And when you're starting off with Facebook, if you guys don't have a BM already or don't have an ad account, you're going to be hit with a spending limit of $50. And the only way to increase this is to hit your daily spending limit every single day and build trust with Facebook, and then they will exponentially increase your spending limits. Now, it helps a lot if your business manager is verified with your LLC. So if your business manager doesn't allow you to verify it, that means you need to connect your LLC to the BM and get it verified, and that way Facebook trusts you a lot more, and they're way more likely to increase your spending limit from 50, and then they can go all the way up to 5K, and then once you're spending 5K a day, it'll increase it again. But it increases it very fast and exponentially. So I've seen some of my students get their spending limit increased in like 3 or 4 days, sometimes a week long, of hitting the $50 every single day. But that's it, guys. That's it for this video. Check out my other videos, more in-depth, campaign structures, store structures, and product research, stuff like that. I don't really gatekeep on this channel. I kind of just put everything out there. And if you guys have questions, you guys can comment in the comments or join my program to talk to me more directly. And yeah, please like, comment, and subscribe, guys. Really appreciate it. And follow me on Instagram. I post every single day on my story. Sometimes I'll drop SOPs, PDFs, any good research tools I use, any articles that I like to read, stuff like that. It's just my name on Instagram, and there's also a link down below. All right, guys, that's it for this video. I will see you guys on the next one. Peace.